us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress. What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Take him.
Hey everybody, Sean from Media Assault here, and this time out it is time for a game review, and I am doing a review of Dishonored, the definitive edition for the Xbox One. Now for those of you that are not familiar with Dishonored Storyline, the game follows the story of Corvo Attano, bodyguard to the Empress of the Isles. And at the beginning of the game, Corvo is returning to the plague-ridden city of Dunwall after a diplomatic trip to enlist foreign aid to combat the plague. He rushes to deliver the news of his journey to the Empress, but soon finds himself framed and imprisoned for her murder, and is a suspect in the kidnapping of her daughter Emily. While in prison, Corvo learns that the Lord Regent is responsible for the assassination of the Empress. The player is first tasked with getting Corvo out of prison. Helped by a group of loyalists who know he's not responsible for the Empress's death or the kidnapping of Emily, he's given access to tools and weapons that assist his escape. Once free and rested, Corvo meets with Admiral Havelock, the leader of the Loyalists, who begins to give Corvo missions that will damage the Lord Regent's grip on the Empire. Additionally, Corvo will attempt to locate and rescue Emily with the intent to return her to the throne. An inventor named Piero gives Corvo a special mask and offers to upgrade his weapons and inventory capacity. Of course, such upgrades cost money, so the collection of coins and other valuable items is necessary to cover the costs. Dishonored would be a fairly straightforward action game were it not for the inclusion of supernatural elements. In a dream, Corvo meets the Outsider, a mystical figure who gifts him with magical abilities like Blink, a teleportation power, and Dark Vision, the ability to see enemies through walls. Further powers can be added to Corvo's abilities through the collection of runes and bone charms that are scattered throughout Dunwall. Runes can also be purchased from Piero at the Loyalists' hideout, but they're quite pricey. When I first began playing the game, I didn't like the control scheme, and I found the interface for equipping weapons rather clunky. Once I was able to use the magical abilities and learn to combine them with the conventional first-person tactics, I came to appreciate the controls and was able to navigate through the environments with relative ease. Unlike many current or next-generation games, Dishonored's graphics are not attempting to be photorealistic. The city of Dunwall actually resembles a painting that's come to life more so than an accurate representation of a city. Some of the characters look a little bit like caricatures, while others look more natural. The overall art style is a refreshing change of pace from the gritty realism of first-person games like Call of Duty or Battlefield. But what I really appreciated about Dishonored, though, was the freedom the player is given to complete each mission as he or she sees fit. If you want to sneak through the city, avoiding detection and dispatching your prey with non-lethal force, you can. But if you want to brutally murder each and every character you meet, including the non-essential NPCs, you can do that as well. However, there is a cost to causing such a high amount of chaos in the game. The ending of the game is affected by choices you make as you play. I enjoyed the fact that the game didn't punish me for not following a linear path through the levels. In fact, after completing the game, I found that I had somehow completely avoided meeting some of the game's major characters. While the ending reflected my decidedly hack-and-slash approach of getting around the streets of Dunwall, I was still permitted to finish the game without penalty. Having played and enjoyed many first-person games over the course of my gaming career, finding a game that adds something new and innovative to the genre doesn't happen that often. I was reminded of a game that I played back in 2004 called Breakdown, which came out for the Xbox. and it attempted to do something interesting by bringing fighting game elements to the first-person arena. While the results were mixed, the developers at least tried something different. Dishonored brings a wealth of choices that you're free to ignore to what could have been just another first-person action game. It may not be entirely new, but it feels unlike most games in the genre, and I'd recommend giving it a shot. And in August of 2015, Bethesda Softworks released the definitive edition of Dishonored, which is what I played, and that is released for the next generation consoles, Xbox One and PS4. While providing a negligible upgrade in the graphics department over the previous generation's version, the definitive edition included 3 packs of downloadable content, which provides a nice boost of content over the regular edition. I would rate Dishonored, the definitive edition for the Xbox One, an 8 out of 10. And there you go, that's my review of Dishonored, the definitive edition. And as always, feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take it easy.